I'm Lauren-Blair Donovan, and I'm here with my friend from the Groundlings, Lacy Hornick.
Hello.
Funny lady, cool glasses.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank you. It's Creepy and Kooky, Cali blog, and we are here at, it's a mouthful, Pierce Brothers Westwood Memorial Park. Is that correct?
I always just call it Westwood Memorial Cemetery.
That makes sense. Well, we're gonna go check it out.
So when I was looking up names of people who have died that were buried in the cemetery, Heather O'Rourke was one, Natalie Wood, and who's the other one? It was like terribly strange circumstances of death, but like
Dominique
celebrity. Wasn't Dominique Dunn.
Because she was in the Poltergeist movies, and
Yes.
she's in here too.
Yes. In fact, I had mixed her and Heather up. Sorry to be disrespectful. Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, it's just strange that they're here, and like apparently Natalie Wood had a documentary just recently about her death because it was a drowning.
Yeah,
and then there were
reopened or something.
suspicious allegations that her husband might have had foul play.
Was it Robert Wagner? Is that his name?
It was Wagner. I know it was like one of those.
But wasn't Christopher Walken before he was super
Yes,
famous
I didn't
on
know
the
that.
boat too? He like was just like a
It was just like a
actor like you
bystander.
and I. Like
Yeah.
no one knows our names, but like
Hanging
we're
out.
around.
Yeah.
And now he's Christopher Walken. But
Oh, Jackie Collins is here, and so is
She's-
Truman Capote.
this is a famous wall. Let's flip it around.
Let's do it.
We got Heather O'Rourke, which surprise, surprise, I've never seen the Poltergeist movies, but weirdly enough, I've seen like the Eat Your Hollywood story about it a million times. So I feel like I know what's going on.
know what's happening.
And it's a sad death. That's a bummer.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Collins. And then you said Truman. Oh yeah, Truman Capote is right here. Oh, so Joanne Carson, beloved friend. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is. I always wonder about that kind of stuff where it's like, well, did he specify that he wanted her to be here?
Yeah.
Or did she say, screw it, I'm going to be here?
Not sure.
Right?
What?
I'm just thinking, like, if you had a last name like Capote and you were like, I'm not at all related, but I'd like to be buried next to him. Can we make that happen? Like, oh, I didn't know Truman Capote had a niece, you know?
That'd be amazing. That's something Sacha Baron Cohen would do, I feel.
Yes.
I was surprised when I was telling you about the vlog.
Yeah.
And I was like, would you even be cool with going to a cemetery with me? And you're like,
Oh, yeah.
Blair, I love cemeteries.
I really do.
Where does that come from? I'm so curious.
I don't know. It's very strange because my husband and I are super into horror, and whenever we've gone on road trips and like, I'm from Northern California, so we just, if there's a cemetery, we typically like pop out and investigate just because it's interesting. It's
love that.
so much. You know, it's probably from when I had to do like an assignment in school. I don't know what grade, but it was just looking at all of the different like deaths and how like the age, the median ages of like everybody in the cemetery. It's just so fascinating to know that like everybody experiences death and that there's a way for us to remember people.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's always my thing. I like to look at people I never would have known existed
Yeah.
by their headstones.
It's a little Coco-esque in that like when we're here, we're remembering people who've passed on, and I like hope that
That's the
carries
Disney
in.
movie, right?
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
carries
seen
in.
it.
It's so good.
I need to see it.
It's
so
really good. But in terms of like just seeing people and recognizing them, and like maybe that carries on into the afterlife and brings a smile to them. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice thought.
I never bring change to a cemetery, but apparently it's a way to like honor the dead. I
Still don't understand that though, low-key.
Have you ever seen a gravestone covered in coins? It's
Yes,
not
all the
unusual.
time.
Yeah. So this has to do with the war. Each type of coin holds a different meaning. Leaving a penny means you visited and wanted to thank the veterans. So it all has to do with like military stuff, but it's carried over because, I don't know. I guess the general public thought it was interesting and worthwhile to do. A nickel left at a grave means that you trained at boot camp with the deceased servicemen, while a dime suggests that you served with them. A quarter signifies if previous visitors were with the soldier when they passed away.
That's interesting because
right?
Estelle Getty had a lot of change, and I did not know she was in the military.
Well, I'm also wondering like if people feel more comfortable leaving higher denominations of money based off of like
Right.
how much of an impact they had,
Oh, that's interesting.
like she had on them growing up or something. I don't know.
It feels very Egyptian to me, like take material possessions with you to the next life. So that's why I'm always a
Yeah.
little surprised by it, because it doesn't feel like an American concept. Although apparently
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Well, it didn't start until around the Vietnam War,
Gotcha.
apparently.
Oh, so it's new.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This person's name was just Mommy. But then there's a Lisa. Doesn't say her death date, but it says either a birth or a death date from 1977. But Mommy died in 1999.
What should we do with our lives seems so.
You can interpret it one of two ways. Like it's hopeless.
But hopeful too.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
what should you do with our lives as we're looking at this? Should we be inspired to do more with our lives, right?
There's a lot of really tall ones here. I think this is the tallest mausoleum. Like, we're craning our necks
We
to see up, and I can't even, if there's anyone famous on the top row, I don't think I'm gonna see it.
No. Because the funny thing is, you know the famous ones when you come across them. There's always just so much stuff on their backs.
How dare they be on the top shelf?
They're like fine liquor.
Yeah, tequila top shelf. Celebrities not though, because then we can't give them coins. I thought Marilyn would be easy to find because she's in the mausoleum
before.
That it's like my Judy. Yeah,
we are.
it's really not big. It's not like Hollywood Forever, so
Yeah. We'll find
And it's not just Marilyn because she's right by Hugh Hefner. I feel like she's by someone else. It's like it's not just one name we're looking for.
Yeah.
So this is befuddling.
I just looked it up though, and it was like her crypt. It seems
Like an address.
a little morbid.
1212 Cryptway Lane. Wait, when did Kirk Douglas die? Is that more recent than 2004? There's 3 people here.
Here, Eric.
And Anne.
Huh.
Didn't Kirk Douglas die sooner or like more recent? Or am I making that up entirely?
Well, is it Kirk Douglas and then Kirk Douglas Jr.? Don't quote me on that.
Maybe. There's nothing like going to a cemetery where getting confused about who people were. So many names sound familiar.
It's true.
They sound similar to other names that are still alive.
I literally passed by some tombstone that said John Stewart, and I was like, I know that's not him.
Exactly, but that's why
But-
that's why I never expect to get everyone,
Yeah.
no matter how hard we try, in any outing, because there's going to be people that I passed over that I didn't realize were here,
Oh yeah.
or I don't know as much about, but someone watching could be like, but that's my favorite, and it's like, I respect that, but I don't want to be like trivia where it's like, this person was famous, now they're dead, moving on.
Yeah. No, that's not a way to.
But I can look it up though, so tell me if I missed someone. I'll come back, I'll look it up, I'll pay them honor and respect and look at their movies, but
do it.
I want it to be as genuine as possible. Is there another wall over here? Is Marilyn maybe here by the bathrooms? JK, it was elevators, but let's see if Marilyn's by the elevators.
Hold on.
It's a little more private. Oh, Jason Davis. I thought he was in Forest Lawn.
Oh.
I didn't know he was here. That was sad. That one kind of bummed me out. I just remember him being in the tabloids a lot and suffering through addiction.
I know from Recess, and that's
Yeah.
it.
And then that too, he was apparently really talented. He was like a musician.
Oh, I
was like, I had no idea.
Piano.
What is happening?
Isn't it so interesting how you like
Yeah, and that's part of why it's dicey to show off people who are famous who died if you don't necessarily have a lot to say. It's one thing if you do and I don't, or I do and you don't.
Yeah.
But you want to be like, I don't know, you just, yeah.
It's the level of respect.
You want to have a point of view, you want to have a little bit of emotion, maybe not tears, but be like, come on, man. But yeah. Do you want to go upstairs? What's in the elevator? I think most people here want to go up if they believe in an afterlife. A bad death joke.
No, that goes down.
Well, we don't want that. We're great girls.
Yeah,
we're not going down.
Super good people.
Just backpacking.
How you doing, Grim? Good?
She's like,
She is. Oh, I didn't even see the paw.
she started pushing up against me.
Madam, if you could please go a little faster.
I'm her horsey. She's happy as a clam in this thing.
Yeah, she does look, she looks very chill. She looks like she could be in like a high-end car right now. Not just in a sack.
Yup. She's just like, yeah, she just sticks her head out the window. It's a lot of flowers up there, but they're just beloved people, which is good. Celebrities aren't the only ones that need attention in death.
Remembering.
Yeah. It's the whole point of cemeteries, I think, to be remembered no matter who you were.
So, but some of these are fake flowers, so I wonder
Because they don't want to be dead like their relatives. True.
But I wonder how frequently people have to like come and make sure that the fake flowers still look okay.
They probably get dirty easily.
That's what I'm thinking, especially the white ones.
Oh my god, I'm like reaching up and it's still not like close enough. This is a freaking huge mausoleum. I had no idea. How many feet tall do you think this is?
Oh, I don't know. I'm 5. There's got to be at least like.
You're only 5'4". You're only 5 foot?
No, I'm 5'7".
I was like, wait, what? I'm like, I thought we were close in height. I got real confused there.
But I'm not close enough to be 6 feet. I'm rounding down. So
Gotcha.
I would guesstimate that there's at least 4 of me.
Yeah, it seems
It's
about
very-
right.
That's very tall.
Oh my god.
Mausoleum's just competing with the palm trees.
Yup. I bet you the palm tree was that tall one time. And then it kept growing.
What do you think came first, the mausoleum or the palm tree?
That'd be amazing if they like built this around the palm tree.
I would just love that as an idea. They're like, we gotta keep it. Isn't it so weird that we honor people with flowers when they're dead and then the flowers die? And then I just feel like even more sad about it.
Welcome to my world. I've been saying that since my dad died. I'm like, why are you giving me dead stuff?
Oh, really?
As an apology for my dead dad.
I've always felt kind of weird about, like, I feel like flowers are so beautiful, but it's just such a reminder of how short life is because then they die.
Which is weird in the event of someone dying.
Yeah.
Like my friends, thank goodness, I've always had, even as a teenager, friends with dark sense of humor. Because I would just be like, cool, thanks, can't wait to watch him die like my dad.
Yeah.
And they weren't offended.
I gotta say too, I feel like it's even worse if it's like an actual plant because I've been given plants and then they
You can't keep them
die
alive.
and I can't keep them alive and then I feel like exponentially worse about it.
Right? It's like, oh god, it
Because
can't,
that's on me.
I'm the
This
Grim
isn't
Reaper.
just the
I'm the
circle
Grim
of
Reaper.
life,
Everything
right?
dies around me.
A little bit.
That's why your name is Grimaldi, but it's kind of Lady Grim. You're secretly the Grim Reaper. Your sister died 10 days after you came to live with us, so I think I accidentally did that by naming her Grimaldi. Bad joke,
Just
but whatever.
living up to her name.
I know, I'm the one that gave her the princess name that's secretly goth, so.
You know what? Where they were taking the picture might be Marilyn Monroe.
Where were they taking the picture?
Right over there.
I think that maybe they were taking photos in a few places, but you're right though, because we were trying to be respectful. We did the intro really fast.
Yep.
Ran away.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Oh God.
Now I feel like it's.
Tourists who left after 2 minutes.
I feel like I'm done.
We found it. We were being polite and staying away because of people.
We thought it was somebody's actual.
Yeah.
I mean, it is somebody's actual grave, but we thought it was somebody like
their
related
aunt,
to.
their sister,
No.
someone.
Can you get this? There's like kiss marks. Because the funny thing is, there's a picture online that this is like covered in
Oh,
kisses.
this is actually really Where's the kiss mark? Oh, I see.
right there.
Yeah, I have some feelings about her grave in general. I have some trivia.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get to Hugh Hefner in a minute. But okay, see this
Hugh can wait.
Richard F. Poncher guy?
Mm.
Who's he?
I'm gonna get your reaction for this on if you don't know what
dear.
this is. I don't like to be disrespectful, but I have this is something else. Okay.
This
He
guy.
got that grave above her after she died.
Mm-hmm.
He insisted to his wife that if he goes first, she has to put the coffin facing down.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, and she did. At least that's what the internet says. And his wife obliged,
Why?
which great. Oh, this is his wife. Yeah, that's right, his wife.
Oh. You always had a joke to tell and never took a bad picture. Does she have a joke to tell?
I mean,
It sounds like Richard was full of yuck yucks.
emphasis on yuck yuck.
Oh yeah, that was kind of a pun.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
I don't even like puns. It's like good humor, but that one's too good. And then obviously,
Huh.
I just don't. She had a sad life. And I think we're living in an age, we're finally past the Y2K days where we're looking at women in just a very different way
Yeah.
and giving them due respect for the complicated lives they led and not judging. And I just don't love that even in death,
Yes.
this is happening to her. Because also, look, I have a lot of mixed feelings on Hugh Hefner. Part of me loves him. Part of me understands why people have problems with him. Don't love that he's next to her either.
No. It does seem like predatory behavior.
Well, especially since he started his magazine with photos of her that he bought that she did not consent to.
That would be a lawsuit now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's like, I hate even talking about this at the graves, but I feel like Marilyn's been talked over enough in life and death that this is the one exception I'm going to make as a feminist, where it's like, I'm standing up for you, Marilyn.
Yeah. Sorry. Deserve better.
She did, and she deserves better now, which is why I'm breaking my don't talk ill in front of the dead of them when you didn't know them in life, but like that rule, it's like, well, nope, I'm gonna take one for the team for Marilyn. And I'm not even the biggest diehard Marilyn fan. I'm a Grace Kelly girl. Not that it's a competition,
No.
but like we all of us girls have like an old movie star that we idolize. But the more I learn about her, the more I'm like, I'm so sorry. You deserve better. Hopefully Genevieve Hanley is talking to her.
Do you picture them all hanging out in the afterlife? Like once you're married, you get to meet who you're buried next to in the afterlife and be like, oh, you're chill.
Well, here's the thing. I don't believe in an afterlife, but this is exactly why I want to be buried in like a wall or a grave. Because if I'm wrong, I want people to play with.
Yeah.
And why not in Hollywood, where I can ask old producers and movie stars and even failed movie stars, people that just had small parts. Be like, what was life like in the 30s?
Tell
Talk
me
to
everything.
I can still learn,
Yes.
So if I'm going to haunt somewhere, it's not going to be the ocean.
Oh no.
I don't want to be spread at sea. I don't want to play with the weird, creepy electrical fish.
Yeah. Then what do they have to offer?
Nothing. I want to talk to people who are in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
Or I'll just never wake up because I'm dead forever, and I don't believe, that's kind of what I believe happens. But I hope I'm wrong.
I feel like either way's a win-win. You've got your bases covered.
I'm blissfully unaware, or I'm hanging out with the stars. What do you think, though? What do you think about the afterlife?
I am so torn because my children had to understand that people die because my uncle passed away not too long ago. And I was like, some people believe there's an afterlife. And they were like, tell us more. And then they were like, well, what if people aren't very good? And do they see those people in heaven? And I was like, gosh, I don't know. Because how do you say heaven is this incredible, amazing thing where all your dreams come true if you're missing people because they weren't very good?
Because your cousin was bad and you're never going to see them
Yeah.
again.
Like,
or
how do you
your best friend from childhood, or
make that work?
Yeah. My parents, because a lot of people died when I was like 2 or 3. Like my earliest memories are about death. It's really not a wonder I turned out the way I did.
Yeah.
They told me that angels took you to heaven, and I was the kid that was always asking why, but using my words more. And eventually it kind of led to like, will you guys die? Will the angels take you? And they're like, eventually. And I was like, do kids die? They're like, not often, but sometimes. Like, they didn't sugarcoat anything.
That's good. I believe in not sugarcoating
Me
things for
too,
kids.
but I had no other memories. So I was afraid of angels kidnapping me.
Oh, that's not what you want as the response.
I was
there.
legitimately 100% afraid of angels growing up.
Yeah.
I would like wrap myself around my comforter and hold on, because fabric is a great defense for the supernatural.
Absolutely. Just spritz it with holy water and you're all set.
That's what I believed as a 3-year-old. But yeah, no wonder I'm not religious. Angels are bad in my mind. They are bad angels. Yeah,
Lucifer was an angel.
That's right. He was naughty.
I don't
Naughty,
know.
naughty.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's an afterlife. I kind of hope so, because I would be like dead.
I hope so too. I'd strongly prefer to
I wouldn't even
do
be bored,
something.
I'd just be
I would
dead.
love to be an angel.
Yeah.
Help people out. That'd be so fun.
That would be.
Like be someone's spirit guide or something. I'd be good at that.
I do kind of like the whole It's a Wonderful Life. Like, do a good deed, get your wings, we'll get you set up, you know? I'd be down.
Yeah. Let's hope. I hope I'm wrong. Let's hope Richard Dawkins is wrong. So I've never been here before. You've been here before though, right?
Yes.
Where does it rank, since you're kind of a cemetery expert, where does it rank for you?
I would say that's like, I don't know. I haven't actually ranked my cemetery.
You haven't?
I know, so
What?
weird. I would
What's
say
wrong
it's
with
probably
you?
top 5 though, because there's so many cool, interesting people here, and it's really peaceful.
It's really
when we
small.
yeah, it is very small. But when we get into that area, you can kind of like walk around it. It's like a garden in some parts. And I love
Cool.
that.
It's interesting because I'll flip the camera in a minute, but we're in the middle of Santa Monica, the city, or Westwood, the city, I guess.
Yes.
It's kind of both. It has a Santa Monica mailing address, right? But we're in Westwood.
Well, UCLA is like the major thing here, so I think it's Los Angeles. But
I don't know my geography.
People refer to it as Westwood, to get specific.
I'm so confused by LA geography. I've been here for 3.5 years. I should know it,
It's
but
all
I don't.
Los Angeles, but then
yet
Santa
there's-
Monica is considered a different like county line. It's very
That's
strange.
right. It's real weird, guys. I like it when people make choices. It doesn't have to be like 18 stories tall. Those are kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little much.
But like, I guess this is someone who hasn't died yet because they haven't written the book of their life yet. That's
is-
what that would be, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very symptomatic.
Yeah. Open book.
The funny thing is that Kelvin's parents, my husband, bought him a plot already, and they bought 2 because they were like, well, he'll have somebody important in his life, so I have a plot in Connecticut if I
man.
want it. I don't know how I feel about it.
I guess your kids can't come with.
I know. I was like, well, I don't know. I really think we're probably going to stay here.
Fair. It's better. The weather's better here.
Very true. Easier to get to if you need to fly out and say hey to mom and dad and grandpa.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
as you do.
My grandfather bought something like when his wife, my grandmother, died, like, I don't know, something to the tune of 15 cemetery plots. It's a little morbid.
That
A little morbid.
Like a lot. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he had
I don't
6
know
kids. He had 6
cemetery
kids.
plot numbers personally, but
20 grandkids, but you know, I guess we're all gonna die real soon in a plane
Can
crash.
I ask like how full they are? Is that weird?
Not full, because I think we got rid of most of them. Only he and his wife.
Because let me be honest, that stuff's expensive. Like
I
land
know.
in the cemetery is oddly expensive.
I mean, it was like in the 80s, but I
just an
don't think it
investment.
was like $2. So, yeah, when he like went, this is morbid, but when he went into like a nursing home, they wanted to find out what the final arrangements were, and we were trying to look it up, and the church got back and was like, you have a lot of plots. And so we're like, just tell the nursing home we got it covered in case he dies.
Don't worry about it.
Weird things that life will bring up, like
100%.
cemetery plots. But no, I think only 4 or 5 of them are used, and I think that's it. I think we got rid of most of them.
Okay.
And like, I don't want to be there.
It's so weird because it's such a personal choice how you want to be remembered, and then people are like, but I got this for you.
I don't think he was even, I think he secretly got it. I think that's the worst part. I think it was like
Didn't
just
even
in
tell
case.
anybody.
Just in case.
I got
Which,
these just in case we run
oh,
low.
and my parents already got 4 plots, which was like real morbid considering like there was 4 of us. It's like, well, I guess we're all gonna die, / my brother and I are not gonna get married or have children. Or we're gonna die before we can. But I'm sure that's not what they meant. But Yeah, no, I don't even think.
It's a weird level of preparedness.
Always be prepared. Well, in my family, we always bring too much food to a party. So we have too many
carries over into plots.
too many grave plots. But again, I'm pretty sure we don't have any of them except for those who are in them now. So, and I'm not going back there. So, because the weather.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
This looks like Arabic. Again, I think it's so interesting that these cemeteries, I know the history was not always this great, but very integrated.
Yeah.
Now, at least for the past 20 or 30 years.
At least in Hollywood Forever Cemetery, when you see stuff like that, you always typically see like a portrait of somebody too.
Yeah.
Which I think is so interesting.
I think it's nice.
I do too.
Because like we come here to remember people that we don't know.
Right.
And if there's a photo, we kind of get a sense a little bit of who they were. There was, as you probably saw in the video, there was a very spirited, fun lady that my friend Liz was obsessed with.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, cool. You were fun broad.
Yeah.
Good to know.
We could have hung out. Could have had some drinks.
Because I think like death also, everyone just thinks of them as like proper or old, even if like the dates are different. Like people have a connotation, I feel like.
It's this weird thing of like wanting to honor the dead, but in honoring the dead, like we can't have any fun with them anymore.
So that's why I respect that lady.
Yeah.
It's like, I went to Vegas. I thought I was like the captain. It's
I
like,
lived
good.
a good life. Don't worry about me.
I think all my headstones, because I'm gonna have plural apparently, should have like my puppets and dogs and stuff on them.
Yeah.
Should bury my puppets with me. Can you imagine the puppet part of a cemetery wherever I go? No other family with me, just puppets.
Just puppets. Well, it's sick, but then I go to like Night of the Living Dead scenario, and you come back as a zombie, and the first thing that pops out of the cemetery plot is a puppet hand.
It's like the Muppets does Night of the Living Dead.
Exactly.
I'd watch that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Let's pitch it.
Well, on the East Coast, there's tons like
There's
this.
so many. Yeah.
Even older.
Yeah, these are relatively young headstones.
Oh, 1918. That's for California. That's pretty old though.
Yeah, and this is 1837, 1906. I feel like they've kept up pretty good.
Yeah, these are pretty good for being over a century old. That's so loud. Yeah.
The depth of it.
I don't even know if the camera's going to pick up the writing for this 1910 one. Stone matters, guys.
Yeah.
You want to be remembered, get a good stone.
I wonder if you can request to have a bench, or if that's
Probably.
inappropriate.
I think that's...
But then,
Because some of them
would
are
you
in...
be buried under the bench. Would the bench be the headstone?
It could
Would
be
people
also
feel weird
ashes,
sitting?
or it could be in memoriam of... Because, you know, sometimes people get their ashes spread at sea.
Yes.
But then, like...
I would like spread the ashes at sea, have a bench to remind people.
Exactly. I think that is a thing, though, because so people can have a place where people remember them.
Yeah.
But they're swim in a burial. Yeah. What's a tourist? We can always say that we're visiting someone.
I'm just super curious as to who's in here also. But you know what they say about curiosity.
Killed the cat, killed the tourist.
In the cemetery is too much.
I won't film out of respect. So there was a bunch of graves in there that we didn't film because no tourists. I guess we're tourist boo. But there's a
Been living
bunch.
here for how long?
I know, right? 4 years. I'm a local. Don't hassle me. But like they had a bunch of graves that were not yet marked, like at all, no name. I don't know if they were just pre-manufactured and you could buy it in the future.
That's what I feel it is.
But as you said, it's a little morbid.
Yeah. Just like, we're waiting for you.
It's also like, I don't know.
Oh. Walter Matthau.
Aw. I like that. Me too. It's classy. To the point.
Oh, this is cool. They have
Yeah.
the stars and
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, it's Ray and his wife. Lemon
Jack Lemmon. We're looking for Jack Lemmon now.
is
Also, somebody else is just doing the same thing as us and talking about the graves on camera, but they weren't being douches like we were with the selfie stick.
I mean,
So I'll give them some credit.
good for them.
Anything to get the shot, okay? What do you think this girl's nationality was? I'm thinking Ukraine.
Could be Mexico.
Yeah.
It's got the 3.
Definitely one of those two.
One of them.
Well, comedians in a graveyard. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Here's what it is, folks.
We're inspired by the ghost of Walter Matthau and looking for Jack Lemmon. We could be the odd couple. We could do the female reboot.
Oh my gosh, I'm in.
Let's do it. I need to dye. Oh no, I don't. It's a good thing I dyed my hair because we used to be both red.
Good. You're good. But then which one of us is Matthau and which one of us is Lemmon?
I feel
pretty sure. I don't know. I'm pretty tightly knit.
All right, I can be the less grumpy. I'm flexible. I have range.
Nope, not me.
You do though. That's the funny part. I think you have a bigger range than I do. I would put money on it.
I feel like an orchid is ambitious.
It's very fancy.
Like it's fancy, but it's also like, I don't know. Are you gonna come and water it every day?
That doesn't look like it, but that's fine.
Fair point.
Maybe they just haven't added it yet. Is what's her partner's name? Ryan O'Neal?
Ooh.
Maybe they're just waiting
Oh, could be.
so then they'll do it all together?
I do it.
I didn't know this was his epitaph.
Yeah, I was like, touche, Merv.
Ooh, that's up there with Mel Blanc's. That's good.
It is.
If I was wearing a hat, I would tip it to you. Wow. There goes the neighborhood. Okay, they are killing it in the comedy department.
Are you making a joke?
Didn't even. I walked right into that. I didn't even hear myself. You did. But that's amazing. There goes the neighborhood.
I just think this plays into the idea that we all think that, like, we're hanging out. The people here are hanging out in the afterlife,
I know.
right?
Rodney Dangerfield's ruining the neighborhood. Although, I don't know. This makes me want to be here.
I
Because I respect him. That's
Well,
a
but
joke.
also it's
That's
like-
a joke. Can't get no respect.
bet it's funny.
It's not that funny, but thank you.
I feel like, you know, there goes the neighborhood, but then, like, if Rodney Dangerfield were to occupy space alive, that space would be worth more money. So, is the neighborhood really in danger?
I don't think so. I
gonna
heard
stop.
it.
I'm gonna stop.
Wow, I don't even like puns, but we are on fire. Group mind.
John Carroll O'Connor, but he went by Carroll O'Connor. Because, you know, Hollywood.
I respect it. Jack Lemmon in I'm confused, the grave?
I think, yeah, his last starring role.
His last IMDb credit. I mean, I like it. I just want to make sure I'm understanding it.
Yeah. I do really like the flowers. I'm not gonna lie about it.
It's very, very pretty.
It's like
He had a very
simplistic,
elegant.
Yes,
Yeah. Group mind all
absolutely.
over the place. What a classy dude.
Did you know that Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau were in 8 movies together?
I think I knew
feel
it
like
was a
that's
lot.
not that much, but then at the
It
time, I
is.
think it was, especially because it wasn't like they did The Odd Couple and then they did Grumpy Old Men like a million years later.
Yeah. It's also like, yeah, they were known as a duo, but they also weren't Fred and Ginger. They weren't like
Right.
as
But they-
iconic
they-
together, but they were. I'm wording this terribly.
No, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
They weren't like cult status iconic, but they were.
Because they
an
did other
iconic-
stuff without
Yeah.
each other.
Yes.
Whereas Fred and Ginger did, but people don't care as much.
Perhaps.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
because
that's
Jack
disrespectful.
Lemmon was, you know, an Oscar winner.
Right, and Walter Matthau is in Dennis the Menace, which is a compliment. That sounds like I'm dissing him, but it's not.
But it's up there.
He had the chiclet teeth. I've seen that movie.
Oh man.
But they're really close together because
Yeah.
this is where good old. Oh, that's cool if
Oh.
I take it off selfie. Jack Lemmon, and then Walter's just over that way.
Wait, Harvey. Oh,
Columbo?
yeah, yeah, Peter Falk.
Wait, is this?
Yeah, this
is
is his area. Harvey Petula. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And Gertie. I think those are all associated with him.
I love that he put Columbo on a bench.
Yeah, he's funny.
I'm not here. I'm home with Shara. That's sweet. That's his wife, right?
I don't know.
Well, there are two. I don't know. Oh my gosh. He wrote Some Like It Hot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yes, it does. This is a very famous little neck of the woods, and Rodney Dangerfield's right there, so I think the neighborhood's still great.
I'm telling you.
He's on the other side.
Property
of this
values
somewhere.
are through the roof.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow. These all ashes, I guess. I think so.
Oh, look at that elephant.
I know, I love elephants.
That's cute. Oh, these are fire sticks right here. It's supposed to turn red.
It's a little something. Red. Death.
I was just saying, I think there's a difference between like walking on the dead in a cemetery and like going out of your way. There's actually a film called Grave Dancers. It is a horror film, and people dance on graves and then they get haunted by the ghosts of the people that they haunted the graves on.
There's a Soul Asylum album called Grave Dancers Union. I think that was the famous one with Runaway Train on it. It's just hard not to walk on graves when you're trying to find stuff, so I kind of think it's even though I'm all for respecting the dead, it's kind of a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Like whoever thought that out should have put sidewalks and like public transit, like trolley cars to take you where you need to go.
Yeah.
It's just not easy, guys.
No. Or, you know, design a cemetery. Like, this is what this is going to be, dead people. So
Yeah.
Let's have like
How can you-
signage pointing to the right path.
Right. Every time I try to visit my dad, I have to step on a lot of people. Sorry to the dead in Pennsylvania, but it is what it is. I don't know. It's just, I guess they'd rather have real estate and like people taking up spots than sidewalks, which I get, but don't tell us we can't walk and try to find Dominique Dunn and who else are we looking for? Who was the funny girl name?
Oh, Fanny Brice.
Fanny Brice.
She's back over there.
Okay. I think Dominique Dunn was in the grounds, but
Oh, really?
I might be wrong.
I feel like that's kind of unusual, unless, you know, they have their own little, well, not so little headstone.
Yeah. I don't know. Depends. I guess it depends on what her family wanted, because wasn't she only like 20? Grimmy, I'm sorry. No.
I'm sorry, Grimmy fell out.
Grimmy jumped out? Let's hope she jumped out.
My baby. We're not even allowed out
How we doing?
I know. Oh, Lion King. You know what? I'm gonna carry you. I think this is gonna be a little easier, actually.
All right.
Grid.
How's everyone doing?
She's fine.
Okay, good.
She just wants to be in my arms. Sorry, did you drop out? Or did you jump out?
I think she ducked and rolled. I honestly don't know what happened though.
You're silly.
We're looking for Dominique Dunn. Can't find her?
So she should be like.
Yeah, I remember having a flat gravestone on the internet. Oh, Lacy's so nice. You tried.
There it is.
Where? Oh, now I see it. Again, because I've seen all the Poltergeist Future Hollywood Story.
Do you think you're gonna watch the movie?
I probably should.
I feel like
I
you
like
should.
Craig T. Nelson a lot, so
Oh, he's great in it.
I bet he is a great actor. It's kind of sad that I don't think she's buried by anyone.
That like knew her.
Yeah, it's
it
like
does
a
seem kind of.
grave stands alone. People died a long time before her too. It was kind of like
That's
a
right. It's like literally a decade in between.
it's like a random slot they got, which is fine. They were not expecting her to die. She was very young, but
Yeah,
I don't know. It kind of bums me out a little.
I get that. Because I suppose if you're not surrounded by a Hollywood elite, then you want to be by your family. Second best.
Eventually, yeah,
At some point.
right.
It's weird that some of the tombstones have signatures on there. So I guess it's fine once you're dead because forged documents aren't going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I guess once the estate's closed, you're in the clear.
Like, can't post date it.
Here we go. Is it Tom? Tom or Tim? Is that not who you're looking for?
19 is when he died.
Who do you want by Tim?
I always thought he was Tim. We'll cut it out if you're wrong.
No, that's it. I'm very confused. Thomas Daniels? It's like you don't know anybody.
Names are confusing.
When you find out
I
that
never
a Hollywood
remember.
actor has like a different name, you're like,
I know.
yeah, Thomas Daniel Conway, John Carroll O'Connor. But that's him.
Who is he again?
So he was part of the like infamous crew on the Carol Burnett show. So it's Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, Vicki Lawrence, and Carol Burnett.
Awesome.
And I've met 3 out of the 4 of them.
Good for you. Mazel
I
tov.
love them.
Uh-huh.
Harvey Korman was dead before I got the opportunity to meet him.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss.
I took it personally. No, I didn't actually, because I don't actually know when he passed away. But
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to see him do a book signing.
Aw.
And very genuine, open-hearted, like everything that you would hope for in a comedian.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks for sharing.
Of course.
You realize Florence Henderson's here, so we're looking for her now.
Yes.
And we're kind of by her serendipitously, right?
I think we have to enter through that way.
Okay, we're gonna walk.
Yeah, we are kind of by her serendipitously.
We gotta take the long way. This is a really famous cemetery.
Yeah, there
like
are so many people here.
more than Hollywood Forever.
There she is.
Oh, you found her?
Yeah, she's right here. That's so sweet. So it says, beloved mother of 4, cherished mom to millions, forever in the hearts of her family, friends, and fans.
Aww.
That is just the sweetest. Oh, and look at this little butterfly. Do you
There's
know
a
what that
heart,
reminds
too.
me of? I know, but that reminds me of the Muppet Show episode that she did. Do you remember that?
Oh my god,
Do you-
I've been meaning to do a rewatch.
It's fantastic. Butterfly of love, or something like that.
Ah,
So, butterfly.
that makes sense.
I love it.
Muppet fan and death. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Lacey's learning how to puppeteer too, so no wonder we're friends.
Yeah.
That's right, she died at the end of 2020, like the year of, well, there's been a lot of years of celebrity death, but I feel like that's the like big year,
What, 2020?
2016.
Oh, 2016.
Because it was like David Bowie, Prince,
yeah.
Alan
We
Thicke,
lost so many legends.
Gary Marshall,
It was a weird
others
year.
I'm not even thinking of.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're going to start doing that more and more. I mean, we kind of had that last year because
Yeah.
we have fame the way we've had it for like 100 years now. So there's
yeah.
going to be people who are going to always die young. There's going to be people that are going to die young but middle-aged. There's going to be freak accidents, car accidents, cancer. And then there's been people that have been famous for decades.
Yeah.
But it's true, the older people get, the more likely they are going to be to pass away. So I think 2016 was just the first year of a new era. Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but like, there's always going to be the plane accident, sad deaths, and like the freak accidents. And then there's going to be old age and drug use. Hi, look at Grimmy being friends with Lacy. That's not always happening. My shy dog.
He's so cute.
You're so nice. Cemeteries bring out the best in you. My morbid dog. I love the Brady Bunch though.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot. My phone actually is from the parody movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been
I'll
meaning
have
to ask you that.
for Jennifer Elise Cox is a tour de force is Jan Brady.
Now you know.
I'm a great girl.
It's always so weird when people die, but you didn't know them very well. So like maybe you met them one time. I met Florence Henderson one time. She was very lovely. But it's like, you know, how connected am I to this person, and therefore how sad should I be? So I think that's the weirdest kind of passing.
I think weird's the appropriate adjective because it's not the saddest kind.
No.
Which is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a little mind effy though.
Yeah, it's kind of like this strange disconnect where you're like, oh, that's sad.
Same thing with acquaintances or classmates that you weren't friends with. It's shocking
Absolutely.
because you knew that person.
Yeah, and now they just
But you're not-
cease to exist.
Yeah, you're more sad for them than for you because
Oh.
you're not losing anything. Just life. Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh,
Ugh. As I say amongst the dead, that was disrespectful. Ugh, life. I'm complaining about life. Natalie Wood.
There she is.
May she rest.
More than love.
Her death terrifies me. We didn't even go back here. Wow. We missed it like 80 times. Here's funny gal, Fanny Brice.
This is really cool though.
Yeah. It's very pretty back here. It's almost like there's different parts of the cemetery that have very different like vibes.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So that wraps up Pierce Brothers Westwood Memorial. I'm gonna say the whole thing.
Right.
So yeah, I like this cemetery. It's small,
I do
to the
too.
point. It's not easy to find everyone,
No,
but it's,
but that means it's really rewarding when you do.
yeah, and a lot are clumped together.
Yeah.
It's like famous sections of the cemetery,
They make
which is
it
a
easier
little
for
strange to say, but it's true. I don't know, this one's pretty up there for me. I'm gonna have to think about if I like this one more than Hollywood Forever or not. That kind of always was my favorite, but now I'm like, I don't know, this one's pretty cool.
I think there's just so much interesting history here. Like it kind of covers different generations and stuff.
Yeah, and there's such a weird array of stars.
That too. The variety.
Like Ray Bradbury with Jack Lemmon, with Florence Henderson, with Farrah
Truman
Fawcett,
Capote.
with Marilyn Monroe, Hugh Hefner, Brandon Davis, the Poltergeist people. It's like really across the map.
It is, yeah.
So, all right. Well, please hit subscribe, like, follow us, all that jazz, and stay alive.
For now.
Stay alive until you're dead. How about that?
That's the best you're gonna do.
You can do it. I believe in you. Bye.